Good morrow and welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever excitable Adam, and today I'm doing Adventure 7 of Dungeon Saga Origins. So in this one, we're filming this again in January before the app has been updated. I will fully know what's going on in the level, and it gives you an idea of what you can expect going into if you are playing solo without using the app. Really looking forward to playing this. Yeah, this looks like it's an interesting one. We're spawning ghosts every round, so yeah, it should be fun. Ghosts in the well. The well sat in the middle of the room, filled with a deep black liquid. The surface is dead calm and shows no sign of the dust that covers everything else. As the heroes gather around it, eerie whispers can be heard coming from within. This is an unsettling place, and moving on quickly feels like the best thing to do. The map of Dol Garth has still to be found, but only once the heroes find their way out of this haunted place. Our objective is to find the secret passageway. Our marauding monster is a ghost, of all things, and the Overlord can place 2 traps from the 4 trap locations indicated on the map, which I have done. There's one just over here and one just over there. I do not know what they are, and I was playing the game slightly wrong originally, where I was basically choosing to put all the traps down, and the ones where I hadn't put traps, they were actually Orklings. But actually what you're supposed to do is get a stack of traps and then basically randomize which traps are going to be out on the board. So it's a surprise even to the Overlord. There is a piece of legendary equipment here, which, as I'm not using the digital app at the point of filming this, because I'm filming this in January and the app currently doesn't have adventure number 7 in there, we basically know where this is going to be. So we're going to be searching a table to find the Stormbreaker legendary gear. Now let's take a look at the Stormbreaker legendary gear, because it sounds pretty good. Stormbreaker, a hero with a fight value of 3 or more, treats all enemy armor as 2 less than it would otherwise be. So this is basically the great axe, but greater. So yeah, this is a good one to give to somebody who's got a lot of dice. But basically everyone can equip this. It's a weapon. So we could give that to Hadaris. We could give that to Jane, whoever we fancy. Probably Jane. She's got a decent armor, so maybe we're going to get Stormbreaker for Jane. It's a fantastic name as well. And we have special rules. Summon Spirit. Start the Overlord's turn, not an interrupt. And if 1 or less ghost monsters are already in play, the Overlord can place a ghost next to the well marker. It says marker, but it's this well here because we're using terrain. The ghost cannot be activated on the turn it is placed. Overlord advice: remember the ghost can move through walls, so it can catch up with heroes quickly. This is a pretty cool one. So our last one we had, we were being hunted by the enemy. This time around we are going to be, being hunted by ghosts, which is pretty great. The ghosts themselves are pretty interesting kind of things because they can move through walls. So yeah, that's fantastic. Just to give you guys a reminder about our setup, or in case you haven't watched any of the other videos and you're just coming into this fresh, let me let you know what everyone has. So to begin with, we have Hadaris of Wolfmarch, who's our human monk. He has got Fists of Iron, which basically means we can roll 5 dice in an attack, and then the next person a 4 and a 3 and a 2. Basically, everyone is around him. He's going to try and punch, and he starts really strong and then goes weaker as he goes. Being outnumbered doesn't affect the amount of dice either, so that's pretty fantastic. He has 3 warrior kind of prayer things. He's got these 3 here. Basically, 1 gives you 2 health, 1 gives you +2 to your combat rolls, and 1 gives you +2 to your armor. And he can cast them on himself or on somebody else. He has the Iron Shield, which gets him to basically reroll an enemy fight or shoot attack, which is pretty good. And he's currently got the Gladespun Shirt, which gives him, +1 to his armor, which is great because his armor's 1, so now his armor is 2. Solian Atarkus, this big chap at the back, he is our kind of big tanky chap. He's got armor of 4, which means you do 5 or 6 to actually do any damage to him. He has a Great Axe, which basically means we get to reduce the armor value of an enemy by 1. He has Thief Shoes, so after a move, the player with this item may roll a die. On a score of 4 or more, they may move another 2 squares. He's Divine Fury, which means he can attack up to 2 monsters who are adjacent to him, and he has Exaltation. And he can cast a spell on himself and get +2 dice in the next fight attack. So it's something he does to prepare for the next battle. We then have Jane Clementh, our human cleric, at the back there with the red cape. She has got the Righteous Strike ability. She can move up to 4 spaces and attack with 4 dice. She has Divinity Redemption, so she can heal someone 2 hit points. And she has the Great Hammer, which gets her to reroll one of her enemy's defense dice in a fight. Madrigal is our final character, who's our elf at the front there with a lovely bow. She has got the Hail of Arrows, where she can basically shoot up to 3 times. She also has a feat, which is Lethal Aim, which gives a +1 dice to her shooting attack. And she can reroll any of her shooting dice once the enemy has rolled their dice. But why I'm telling about both her feats is because she has the boon to be able to use both of her feats in a level. She also has the legendary Cuirass of Dereg, so she basically has a +1 to her armor, and once per round she can basically count somebody who's in her rear arc as being in her front arc. So that's pretty good, giving you a decent defense all around there. I kind of feel like we're ready to begin. So let's get our Overlord's aggressive or passive side out. So at the start of the Overlord's turn, we place a ghost on here. So we need to try and move out of here as quickly as possible. So let's get, and they're all in a really interesting place here. I'm like, let's search this room. I was doing no exploration last time. We've got 130 gold in the kitty, so we want to try and get some gold back. And watch me get, I'm going to move people first, and then I'm going to do a search as the last action. I'm going to use Solian to do a search last. So let's get Hadaris to go 1, 2, 3, open the door for 4. And he's going to be there for 5. Magica, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's open this door. And we should be in the aggressive mood at the moment. There's no point checking for interrupts because we don't currently have anything in the discard pile. Oh, we found a treasure chest. Nice. I did have treasure chests last time, but I didn't use them because there was no real point. And we have our horrible dwarf revenant there. I'm going to use her feat. Why not? Let's get this party started. She's going to use a hail of arrows. She's going to basically be able to attack enemies 3 times. I believe she's got line of sight on our dude in the dungeon there. So I think she's got line of sight on him. She's going to try and attack him first. 4 dice. So all of those, bar 1, get soaked up. Yeah, okay, she's going to try and attack one more time against that guy. Ugh, terrible. So then she's going to try and attack the skeleton. 6 to 3 and 1. We're going to use Sure Shot to reroll one of those dice. Normally happens that I reroll a 1 again. But the skeletal zombie? The skeleton warrior is not able to defend that. So we have taken out 1 enemy, so that's fine, I guess. We're going to get Jane to go next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then she's going to use her feat of running up to attack with a 4 dice attack. Ba-boom. And we're going to chuck in her Talon of Colossus, which I did forget to say she has, I think, which gives her a +1 to a fight. So she's rolling 5 dice for this attack. If I don't manage to defeat this guy on this roll, I'm going to be sad, because that's a great use of a feat. Okay, so it wasn't bad. A 6, a 5, and a 6. 2 1s, they get discarded. I've managed to destroy the dungeon by rolling those dice there. He's rolling 4 dice for this attack, and I really hope I manage to get through with this. I think that's a decent strategy. But we do not. 6 a 6. I don't think there's anything we can do there. Unless she had some form of great axe, which gets her to reroll one of the enemy's dice in the attack. 6 and a 5. We have just done it. Using the great hammer, which you get to reroll an enemy's defense dice in a fight. We rerolled that, so 6 is taken away. That 6 beats that 5. That 5 beats that 4. So yeah, we have done it. We have taken out this dwarf revenant. That is fantastic. Well done, guys. Saulian is then going to activate 1. So he's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you know what? We're going to roll a dice to see if he moves another 2 spaces. So we can move him an additional space. There we go. Now, I don't know whether that counts as a movement point, so I could open the door. I'm going to play that it doesn't, but I will try and clarify that online. He's then going to spend search action. It kind of makes sense for him to be doing that, right? So let's do this. We find a bag of gold. There could be a risk. We're going to roll a dice. It's a 2, so he... Oh, okay. So if you take the gold, so we've got 25 gold, which goes on to Saulian. I may immediately open the nearest door, revealing any content and activating a revealed monster. So, yeah, let's do it. So, we're opening a door there. We can activate this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he's now in the front arc, so he can actually attack Saulian. Good luck to him. He needs a 5 or a 6 to actually do any damage to Saulian. He got a 5. Well done, zombie. Saulian was not expecting this. But, Yahtzee, baby. Well, not quite Yahtzee, but he does manage to block that. So that was our first card, 25 gold, and that goes into our discard pile just off camera there. And then the next one is a haste potion. So he's going to be really speedy this kind of game. Okay, so it's the start of the Overlord turn. So we get to place a ghost. And we're going to place him there. Well, actually, we can place him around anywhere there. So it kind of makes sense to place him there because it means Hadaris has got to either attack the ghost or... yeah, kind of run away from it. Now, this guy activated last round, so I'm not sure whether he actually is able to attack again. But we're going to play the Grim Rule. So this zombie first, 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to attack Saulian. He's got 3 dice because he has a zombie adjacent to him. Basically, when zombies attack, if there is another zombie adjacent to the hero, you get to roll an additional dice. Oh, too rich for my blood. 1 damage to Saulian of Tarkis. You gads. And the next one attacks. 5, a 4, and a 1. 3. These 5s are deadly, but we managed to block it. We now go on to the next round. So, we're in the passive state. Our treasure chest is gone. We've searched that. Okay, we're going to start with Hadaris. Hadaris is going to try to fight the ghost. He's attacking the sheet. 5, a 2, and a 5. Now, the ghost's armors are currently 3. So, 2, that's a feeble attack. He was rolling 3 dice. And you know what? He defeated the ghost. Well done, Hadaris. So, he's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. So, he's backing up his buddy there. Okay, next we're going to get, we may as well get Saulian to attack. So Saulian is facing that way. He's going to attack a zombie. He only gets 2 dice because he's currently outnumbered. Snake Eyes, no good there. Jane's going to move in, try and help out. 3 and a 3. Better than a 2 and a 1, so that is Gonzo. Right, Madriga's going to move in. Down there, and she's going to do a search. We found a stash of gold. 50 gold pieces, but there may be a risk. The risk was taken, and she takes a damage. Poison mushrooms to the face, guys. But 50 gold, which will pay for her hospital fees. I believe we were supposed to be on the aggressive side at the moment, but at the moment there's no point of cycling through the cards because they're both good cards. Start the Overlord turn. Zombie attacks, and it's going to attack Hadaris because Hadaris has the weakest link of the party. 4 and a 6, they're both going to hit. Hadaris only rolling 2 dice for this. No, 3 dice because he's not outnumbered. 5, a 4, and a 2. So 1 damage is going to come through. He's going to use his Iron Shield, which hopefully will enable him to defend this. So, sorry, I read that wrong. I've got to rewind to see what those dice rolls were. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Part 2 of Ghost in the Well. Yeah, sorry, guys. So I had misread the Iron Shield thing. Basically, I have to get to re-roll an attack dice of the enemy. So the 5 is going to be the 4 at the moment. So we're going to try and re-roll this using the shield. And we did it. So we've actually managed to use this Iron Shield to block out that attack, which is fantastic. I love the Iron Shield. That's so handy. Right, so we're now going to go on to the next round. So let's start off with Jane first. So yeah, Jane's going to attack the zombie. 4, 4, and a 2. Zombie's armor are only 1, so all 3 of those are going through at the moment. But this guy's a stubborn zombie. Her great hammer enables her to get one of these to be re-rolled, which means 4 beats the 4, 4 beats the 3, and 2 beats the nothing. So this zombie is gone. We get to run as quickly as we can now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to see if he can move again. He can. Another 2 spaces. Hadaris, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Magica, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Overlord's turn. There is already a ghost on the board, so I don't get to spawn a new ghost. But he can move through things, which is pretty cool. Right, Saulian is going to activate now. He's going to open the door. And we've gone the aggressive mood for our Overlord. And what do we find in here, guys? Well, behind door number 6 is a skeletal archer doing paperwork at his table. And your pal of mine, a dwarf revenant, next to a rubble token. So it's slightly annoying that there isn't another rubble marker, like a rubble terrain thing. I feel like there's a few things in this terrain kit that aren't actually in any of the missions, which I would have just preferred they'd focus on doing the stuff that's in the missions. But hey, that's just a grumble from a guy like me. Don't be a guy like me, just enjoy your game, guys. Okay, so there's no point checking for interrupts because, well, we can't interrupt. So that was his first movement point. He's then going to move there for 1, there, and then he's going to move this way. He's going to kind of sidle in, so the Dwarf Remnant is in his front arc. He's rolling 3 dice. The Dwarf Remnant's armor is currently 3 because of the Great Axe. So that 3 is soaked up. And yeah, that guy managed to block out all the damage coming through. Okay, so Jane is going to activate next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Trying to be very strategic about where I place my guys here. She's then going to attack this Dwarf Revenant. She strafes in. Unfortunately, she doesn't have enough to do it. So yeah, not quite enough there. We can't interrupt because we don't have any tokens which are... Sorry, we have tokens. We don't have any cards in the discard pile that are going to do anything. Okay, so Hadaris next. Do we do Hadaris next? 2, 3, 4, 5. So Hadaris is going to have to go in that way. Bit of a shame, but he's going to be attacked from behind in this round. 5, a 4, and a 2. The 2 and the 4 are soaked up. Yeah, shame. Real shame. Okay, Magica next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's going to try and shoot that guy there. She's only rolling 3 dice. 6, a 1, and a 2. 6 and a 4. Blocked. Now it's the enemy's turn. We don't spawn a ghost because we already have a ghost here. We start with the enemy that's furthest away. So, yeah, this ghost is going to come in. So 1, 2. Because I don't think they can attack through walls even though they are ghosts. So it's attacking Magica. 3, 2, and a 1. All of those are blocked by Magica's armor of 3. This guy is going to attack Hadaris. Now, I believe it's going over furniture here, so it's going to be 1 less dice. 2 and a 1, we get to re-roll those. Both those are soaked up by his armor of 2. And we're on to a new round, everybody. And just like that, it is morning time. So yeah, the lighting in this has changed slightly because time has passed in the real world since I was last down at the table for this. So we are continuing our quest through here, and it's the adventurer's turn. The Overlord is in a passive mood, which is nice. And we're going to start with Saulian Artakis. He's going to try and attack this Dwarf Revenant. Let's get rid of this guy once and for all. Not with that roll. We're not. We're on the aggressive mood now. That was a terrible roll. We only got one, actually not even one hit went through for that. That is awful. Okay, in that case, we are going to get Hadaris of Wolf March is going to cast a spell to give the Warrior's Blessing to Jane Clement. So this basically gives her a +2 to her combat for the remainder of the round. So she's now got 5 dice. She's going to try and attack this Dwarf Revenant. Oh, man alive, this is just terrible. So those 3 are soaked up, as is that. Oh man, we need 5s and 6s. So that was useless as well. Hadaris can't attack because he's just done his action. So we're going to get Madriga to try and take out the ghost, I imagine. And she also fails. So all around, guys, my guys have done a terrible go at trying to try to do anything against these guys this round. So we go on to the AI Overlord's turn. The Dwarf Revenant is going to attack Hadaris. He only rolls 2 dice because he's outnumbered. So he got a 6 and a 5 though. That's going to do it. Actually, I think he's only outnumbered by... No, we should only be rolling 1 less dice from the looks of it. So he should be rolling 3 dice. It's 1 damage on Hadaris of Wolfmarch. Hadaris is going to use his Iron Shield. No point. He gets a reroll on his dice, but it's no point. 1 damage is definitely going to be coming through to him. So he takes a single damage there. Our Ghost is going to attack Madriga. These 2 are soaked up. Can she defend? She can. And our Archer is attacking Hadaris from behind. 1 and a 4, he gets to reroll the 1. So 4 and a 5, that's going to come through. Another damage on Hadaris of Wolfmarch. Back to our turn. We're going to get Saulian to try and take out this guy. 2 6s. We did it. We took out the Dwarf Revenant. Thank God for that. Okay, so with that in mind, we're going to move him. 1, 2, 3. He's opening the door for 4. Overlord's on the aggressive side again. Let's see what we find behind this door. Just down the south here, we also, on our Shony board, thanks to the loveliness of the amount of glass I have in my house, we have Zombie Archer down there. It's, yeah, so he moved 1, 2, 3, open the door for 4. He's going to move... Well, we'll leave him there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we'll move him back 1. And we'll roll to see if he can move back again. He cannot. So he's definitely going to have a zombie attacking him. Hadaris is going to use his Gift of Grace to heal 2 hit points. So he is back to full health. And then he's going to move back 1. Hiding behind his buddy. Jane Clement is going to move up here. And she's going to attack the Ghost. She's got 5, a 3, and a 3. Unfortunately, the 3s are, soaked up by the bad guy's armor. Madriga's now going to attack. 4, 5, and a 1. And he got a 5 and a 4. There's nothing I can do against that, so... Yeah, the Ghost managed to survive another attack. Okay, so we start with the enemy that's furthest away, which I believe is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it's got line of sight on anybody, so it's going to stay there. This zombie's next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming straight in for Saulian. Attacking with 2 dice. A 4 and a 2. They're no good. Then our Archer is going to try to attack Hadaris. He's rolling 1 less dice. 1 and a 2. We get to reroll 1s. So the 2 is a feeble attack. And even though he's hiding behind Saulian, it's not enough. But Saulian is going to use his Aura of Faith, which means once per game, Saulian may reroll 1 defense dice for an adjacent friendly model. So let's reroll this one. And it's a 6. So Saulian assisted us there. We managed to block that in the end. This ghost is now going to attack Madriga. It's only rolling 2 dice because it is currently outnumbered. And double 1 snake eyes for that, so it's no good. We're back onto our turn. And who's going to go first? Well, let's go for Jane. Jane is going to try and attack this ghost. 2 6s, that's pretty good. And a 4 and a 4, so the ghost is gone. Jane is then going to move 1 space there. Madriga is now going to attempt to shoot this archer. 1 less dice because it's behind cover. All 3 of those go through there. And unfortunately, it blocks. So yeah, no damage there. Saulian's going to go next, try and take out this zombie. 5, 5 and a 3 versus a 5 and a 2. The 5 takes out the 5, but the rest go through. Saulian's then going to move 2 spaces into combat there. Actually, I think he can only move 1 space because he's then in the front arc of this character. So Hadaris is going to move 1, 2, and he's going to try and take out this guy. Although I think I use healing. I think I use my healing hands this time, so I'm just going to move him next to him. Okay, so we're now going to be spawning a ghost over there, and then we're going to attack with our archer down there against Saulian. We reroll 1s, so that 6 could potentially do a bit of damage there. But no, Saulian, as always, blocks out most of the damage coming through, and in this case, all of it. This archer is then attacking 5 and a 3. And this ghost can't be activated. I've just pointed that out. 5 and a 3 against our man here. Both those are going to go through. But a 6, a 4, and a 4, so we don't have to worry about that. Fantastic. Okay, so Madriga is going to try and shoot this guy again. 5, 3, and the 1. The 1 is blocked. And the guy gets a 6 and a 1. So he does manage to survive this attack, I believe. Or do we only need 1 damage to go through for an archer? Oh, I'm excited. Maybe it's just 1 damage. Yes, 1 damage. So the archer's gone. No aggressive side for the Overlord. So we'll then go 1, 2, 3, 4. Saulian is now going to attack this guy here. And she's going to face that way. So Saulian got 2 5s and a 4. Sorry guys, not the most visible thing because of the lighting in here. The archer is going to roll back. It got a 5 and a 2. The 5 takes out the 5, but the rest goes through. Boom. Saulian, 1, 2. Open this door. We're on the aggressive mood of the Overlord as well, but we've not searched enough for us to be able to do anything. So we moved 1, 2. Open the door for 3. 4, 5, and then we're going to roll to see if we can move an additional 2 spaces. We cannot, so he's stuck there. Right, Hadaris is next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jane is going to move in. 1, 2, 3, and face that way. Does Jane want to search? That is a question. But I don't have an answer. Do I want to search in this room? Yeah, let's see if we can find some more gold. And we find a bag of gold. So 25 gold. Rolling a dice. We're failing at all these. So the Overlord may open the nearest unlocked door. So, and the screams of the undead are heard. Okay, Overlord's turn, starting with the monstrous furthest away. Now, the ghost can move through all revealed walls and squares, even those containing heroes and furniture. Now, I'm not quite sure if this counts as revealed, because we haven't actually gone in there. So I think she has to move through this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still enough to be able to attack Madriga. But it only has a speed of 3, so actually, no, it's there. Okay, this guy next. 1, 2, 3, and he's attacking our man Hadaris. 5 and a 3, that's enough to go through. Will Hadaris be able to defeat this attack? A 6 beats a 5, a 3 beats a 3. So yeah, then this guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's coming around. All against Hadaris. 6 and a 1, we reroll 1s. 6 and a 2, the 2 is feeble attack. Hadaris is outnumbered, so he's only rolling 2 dice. And he takes a damage. But we're going to roll. So we got 6. We're going to re-roll this with the Iron Shield. Huzzah! So that was, we have to take that. So we ignore the damage. That's fantastic. Okay, Hadaris is going to move 1, 2, 3. And then he's going to attack this zombie. 6, 6, and 4. That's pretty good. Pretty good. And a 6 and a 3. 6 beats a 6, but the other go through. The zombie is no more. Okay, so Hadaris is going to attack next. His movement is going to be to turn this away. Actually, he doesn't need to move because that guy's still in his front arc. So we'll keep him there for the moment. A 5, a 1, and a 1, though. That ain't going to do anything. We're in the aggressive mood, but we don't have to worry about anything coming through from the Overlord there because there's no interrupt due to this. Right, Madriga next. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, it's going to be there. 3. So she's going to attack. 6, a 2, and a 2. The 2 are soaked up. Feeble attacks. Jane's 1, 2, 3. Jane's going to move 2 spaces. And that's going to be the end of their go. Right, so he's going to attack Hadaris. Double 6s. Oh. Not enough, so that's 1 damage again on Hadaris. The ghost activates. 1, 2, 3. We should have activated them first because the ghost... should have activated first because it was first away. Right, next it's our turn. We're back to the passive mood. And Saulion is attacking this guy. 6, a 4, and a 1. The 1 is soaked. 5 and a 1. So, yep, that guy is toasted. Okay, we're going to get Madriga. It's in the front arc, so Madriga can shoot at this ghost. And what a terrible, terrible roll that was. So she's then going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into this room here. We're going to get Hadaris to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Facing that way. And then Jane's going to move in here. And she's going to search. Now, because we search in this particular room, we don't search regularly. We actually find Stormbreaker. So Jane now has this, which reduces the armor value of enemies by 2. So the Great Hammer is going to have to just be stored for the moment. Okay, we activate the baddies. So 1, 2, it's coming for Saulion because it's in Saulion's rear arc. It's outnumbered, so it's only rolling 2 dice. 6 and a 4, that'll do it. The 4 will not. And I should have rolled 1 less dice, so I'll take away the highest dice I rolled. And 1 damage on Saulion. Okay, so Jane's going to go next. She's going to attack with her new weapon. So the armor for the ghost is now 1. So all 3 of those have gone through. We've got 5, a 5, and a 2. It's outnumbered. It's the 6 beats the 5. The 2 is beaten by the 2. So this ghost is still active. That is a real shame. Saulion is going to flip around and is going to attack. 4 and a 3. They go through. 4 and a 2. So, yeah. Blocked again. Madriga's going to come... Does Madriga want to come back? Oh, they've got this, right? They've got this. Okay, Hadaris. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the door for 5. There is a trap that is currently there. We have a doorway all the way at the back there as well. We have... That is blocked off. So opening this up, got a couple of zombies out. Got a zombie there. With a skeletal archer. Craftily, at the very end of this hall, it's a great place for it. So it's right at the back there. And then down here, we have a zombie. Right, that's going to be the end of his go. I can't remember if he's used his personal healing on anybody at the moment, so we're going to say he has. So we're going to 1, 2, 1, 2, and he's going to shoot there. Magic is trying to take out this zombie. And we do, so that zombie is toasted. Right, so we start with the characters furthest away. So, do you know what? I think that doesn't even need to move. It can just shoot Magica from where it is. So, 6, a 2, and a 2. The 2s are lost. And we had 6s, so we block that. Zombie next. 1, 2, 3. It's going to attack your man in there. Smell the blood. 2 5s will do it. And yeah, so he takes an additional damage. Saurian is 1 point off of being knocked out, being exhausted. And then, last but not least, is our lovely ghost from the well. And is attacking Jane. 4 and a 3, so the 3 is a feeble attack, and Jane blocks that. So we're back onto our turn. Jane is going to attack this. It's got an armor class of 1 now, so all 3 of these go through, a 6, a 5, and a 2. It's outnumbered, so it's only rolling 2 dice. 6 beats the 6, but the 5 beats the 3, so this is no more. It's an X-Ghost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kadaris is going to activate now. It's going to try and take out this guy. We've got a 6, a 4, and a 2. All of those are going to go through. So the zombie is going to try and defend. The zombie got a 5 and a 3, so he is gone. Then Hidaris is going to swiftly go 1, 2, 3, and he's going to cower behind there. Next, we're going to get Madriga to move 1, 2, 3, and then she's going to try and shoot all the way up this corridor at that skeleton. So it's 4 dice for this. Its armor class is 1. We only need 1 of these to hit, so we've definitely done it. 4 and a 2. So the 4 beats the 4. The rest go through. This guy is gonzo. Means we're going to have a ghost spawning this round, just FYI. Okay, Saurian is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rolling a dice. He gets to move an additional 2 spaces, 5, 6. Okay, so the AI Overlord's turn. We're spawning a ghost, and that's the end of their go. So Saurian is going to move on to this trap. It's not, it's just an Orkling. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Facing that way. Jane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she could have moved 6, but we're going to keep her at 5. Okay, we're getting back to the area of the board, which is, visible. Okay, so we'll get... Who should we get to go in here? Let's get... we'll move Jane up first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Hidaris is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Face the door, open the door for 5. Nothing in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're not going to move them any further. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll go by the door. Ghost activates. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then we'll get Magica to open the door. She opened that. She's going to go 2, 3, and then she's going to shoot with her arrows and try and take out one of these guys. So their armor is 2, so those 2 are soaked up. Let's see if they manage to defend. 5 and a 3, yeah, perfect. So they defend. We're in aggressive mood, but we don't check because we don't have anything in the no interrupts because we don't have enough equipment in there. So Saurian 1, 2, it's in its front arc, so he's going to try and attack. 6, 6. 6 and a 5. Not enough. He's gone. Okay, Jane is going to move next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a trap. So it's the end of our go. It's a poison gas trap. So it's a poison dart trap even. I think it's dart. Is it dart? Yep, darts. So the 1 is soaked up. But she takes a single point of damage from that attack, and it's the Overlord's turn. Ooh, coming after Hadaris. This guy comes in for Jane. Taking advantage of her spluttering with a dart going into her neck. 6 and a 2, the 2 is soaked up. And she takes another damage. Okay, so we're going to get Madriga. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's running all the way around as quickly as she can. And then she's going to shoot a volley of arrows into his back, hopefully. Okay, so 2 of those are absorbed. They're feeble attacks. And a 6 and a 3 is enough to block it out. Still in the aggressive mood. Saurian is going to move 1, 2. And take out this guy completely. We're then going to get Jane to move 1. Okay, so Jane just opened that door. She's going to pile through and hopefully take out this armored zombie. Now, she's got the Stormbreaker, so the armored zombie's down to 1 armor. Oh, what a terrible roll. Hadaris next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, he's only got 1 hit point left. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to hide up there like the true coward that he is. Which means Jane's going to take a beating this round. Maybe. She only got a couple of damage. A couple of hit points left. So maybe I should have just kept them there so they're outnumbered. It wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, do you know what it would have? We're going to rewind that. Hadaris. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was he? Can we get there in time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ghost that's first away. Well, not a ghost, but 1, 2. That was a bad idea, Adam. Hadaris is definitely being knocked out. Oh, who's going to use his Sacred in Spirit as his action? So he's got a +2 to his armor. So his armor is currently, they need a 5 or more to do some damage. 6. This will be enough to knock him out, guys. Oh, yeah, he's knocked out. He's exhausted even. The armored zombie's then going to... well, actually, he's going to go next, so he's going to move to attack Jane. Four is not soaked up. Jane takes damage. And then finally, the armored zombie attacks. But Jane manages to block that. So we're not in a great place. We've got an armored zombie, a ghost, and a skeleton. Hadaris of Wolfmarch has been knocked out. And yeah, we've got to do something about this, guys. So what can we do? Well, we're going to get your man to come in. Boom. He's going to try and attack the skeleton and take him out. Fingers crossed here, guys. So yeah, 2 of those go through because the great axe reduces their armor value by 1. But I think we're probably going to miss here. Yeah, 2 6s, so there's nothing we can do about that. That's straight through. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to get our Lady Magica to try to do some damage here. For a 3, 2 are soaked up. Will the skeleton defend? It will not. So that is gone. Now, the reason we want to get rid of that is so that we could essentially attack with your lady here. But do we just want to get Hadaris back up straight away? We may as well. It doesn't do too much damage doing this. So yeah, we're just going to get Hadaris straight up. Health is back up to top. Hadaris is up and he is going to attack. So we're going to attack the ghost. He's only rolling 2 dice because he's got people in his front arc. But you know, I don't think we've used the Fist of Iron yet. So we're going to do this. His Fist of Irons are going to be used. So we've got 5 dice. We're going to attack the armored zombie first. 6, 6. The 3s are absorbed. They're feeble attacks. He's only rolling 2 defense dice because he's got people in his front arc. Yeah, that guy's gone. And then we're rolling 4 attack dice for the ghost. The ghost is there, so he only has 1 person in his front arc. So yeah, ghost has gone too. Well done, Hadaris. Which leaves Jane to do a search. No zombie. And we found where we need to get to, which is in here. Overlord's turn. But we can all just jump through here as quickly as we like. And we have made it out of this dungeon. Sorry for all the chop and change in there, guys. We had a lot of interruptions during filming of this, unfortunately. But hopefully, yeah, the 75 gold we've just got will help us do something good with it. So we have 205 gold pieces, and we're going to see Jeb at Jeb's Pointy Things. So before the guys go to visit Jeb's Pointy Things, we are going to spend some boon cashola. So feat mastery is already with our man, with our lady Magica, so she's not going to be able to buy anything. I think we're going to give defensive skill to Hadaris. He can't quite afford it. He can get a common heroic boon. Okay, so we're going to get Hadaris a Lucky Charm. Lucky Charm basically enables us to reroll one of our dice results. I think that's pretty good. Solian is going to, he's got 8. We're going to get him that well-drilled one again. That was pretty good. This enables him to add or decrease a value of one of his dice. Jane, we're going to give her the offensive skill, which means she basically gets to add +1 dice to rolling an attack. So let's go and see what Jeb at Jeb's Pointy Things currently has on stock. So 2, it's going to be a pretty meager effort this time. So let's see. Jeb's only got a couple of items, so we're going to make his little kind of camp area look a bit worse for wear, let's say. And he's got like this crate at the back, maybe. Just 3 items today. So let's shuffle this up. We have 205 gold to spend. What's on offer at Jeb's Pointy Things? Bronze Shield. You can reroll one of your enemy's attack dice when they fight or shoot you. This is the same as the Iron Shield. We have a pike, which gives us a, we can attack a bit further up, further away even. And we have a mail coat. I think we're going to get the mail coat for Jane. So it means we've got 55 gold left. So another successful mission there. Unfortunately, the way we filmed this, it was a bit. The way I filmed this was a bit broken up today due to I had some issues with my camera. So yeah, that's worrying. So essentially, sorry if it was a bit bitty here and there. I enjoyed doing this one. I enjoyed the ghost spawning every time. I cannot wait to play this with the guys. As of filming this, I've not yet done this adventure with the guys, but I might have done by the time this is released. But yeah, really enjoying Dungeon Saga Origins. It's a great game. Obviously, with the dungeon, the Overlord, I didn't really feel a need to explore much. I was just trying to rush through the level, and if you don't explore, then the AI Overlord is never going to interrupt. And I wasn't trying to game this, but I guess it goes to demonstrate that if you are just playing to get the victory, then yeah, you can definitely, the AI Overlord will not be activating monsters outside of its turn. Like I said, I'm not gaming this. I'm not doing that on purpose to try and get through these missions. This is just generally how I would play a game. I feel like we've got a lot of decent equipment at the moment. We've only got like 55 gold now, so we could probably get some more gold. We're on are we on the penultimate one? No, I think we've got a couple left. Before we're done. So we've got a couple more boons going into the next dungeon. So fingers crossed we do well with this one. Anyway, if you enjoyed this, then let me know in the comments below. Always love chatting to you guys. And also, if I made any mistakes, definitely let me know in the comments below. Hopefully, I haven't made any mistakes here, but I could have done. Because how I filmed this, I wasn't sure if Hadaris had already been knocked out once already. So if he had been knocked out, I'll find out during the edit, and I'll make a note of it when that happens. But hopefully that wasn't the case. But yeah, anyway, I'm cycling another one in a minute, and hopefully I will be able to film that throughout without having to break at all. Anyway, I've been the ever excitable Adam. Until next time, guys, stay safe or die rolling.